Check, check. No, 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 no. Yeah, I'm trying to check the audio.
Saw the future. Saw the future of the bounce. Talking through it where it counts. And that name I can't pronounce.
Check, check. Can you pause it and run it back? Oh no, no. From the. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Say shit, but if you want to throw on the
On
monitors,
YouTube?
we're on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's do it. What's up, YouTube?
yeah. If you put these on, you'll be able to hear the accompaniment. So I don't think I introduced myself. My name's Kawasi. Nice to meet you. Oh well, how do you want to do it? One more. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. It's my studio. It's my truck. Call it the Zaho. It's a mobile production studio slash sacred space on wheels. Normally we do like Lyft or Uber or whatever, and people come in and they're like, "Oh, wow, you have studios. Is car karaoke?" And I'm like, "Nah, it's just a podcast." But I saw you do music, so I invited you in here because I thought you might appreciate the vibe that we do. So, yeah, man, just tell me about yourself. Like, what inspires you? You know, how are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. What inspires me is love. I feel like the fact that I'm trying to figure out what is love.
I saw that in the music you showed me, because you was talking about like, you know, we're all one under love, basically.
Right.
So I feel that. Where you from?
Jersey.
Jersey?
Yeah, Passaic, New Jersey.
No way. My mom's from Passaic.
That serious?
That's serious. Like,
We in Charlotte, y'all. That's
like
lit.
you know that high school. It's She always tells me Bon Jovi played there one time, but there's a high school, and right behind the high school is her old house. So that's crazy. Small world.
Small world.
I'm from Miami. We're from Miami.
Okay.
I've been here forever though, like 18 years.
Yeah.
So how old are you?
21.
21. How old do you think I am?
You could be 24, 25.
Turned 25 on Wednesday. So
Yeah.
you're on the ball, on the money. Yeah, y'all. So 2 minutes and 22 seconds in, we are Bootleg Everything Spacecast. This is Quiet Weapons for Silent Wars, or Topics to Incite a Peaceful Revolution on Earth, Volume 1. I think more than anything else right now, I'm grateful. I'm really grateful for like the past couple of days that I've had have been like almost flawless. You know, I've been making money, meeting good people, experiencing amazing things. I wish more days could be like these days, but I don't know how to stay in that mindset of like gratefulness and positivity. Sometimes I deviate from the path and I'll be upset or depressed or whatever. But tell me, how have you learned to like cope or to embrace life? Oh, babe, can you cut the music?
To lean into it, to let it guide me, and just not think too hard, and kind of just meditate on life, like while I'm walking through life, just kind of like looking at it from a bird's eye view and just
Perspective.
scoping it out, and just going through it, just living it. Some practices that I use are Tai Chi. I like to do Tai Chi. I ground. go in nature, ground my feet in nature a lot. Yeah, I love to just take care of myself, create, be creative.
Do you do any art outside of music?
Uh, what else could be considered art? I cook.
Oh,
That's an art.
that's culinary art.
Yeah.
Nice. What's your favorite dish to make?
Everything I make is
Fire.
amazing.
Bussin'. That's lit. Damn. Baby, can I get my vape? Do you see that? It's one of those times right now. I'm a little stressed. I don't know how to conduct this. I don't know the format. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just grateful to be here again.
Yeah. Let's talk about let's get some topics, man. Come on.
Type. Let's see. How do you feel about AI?
I feel like humans are the real AI who need to start focusing on their genetics, on how do you maximize our survival, how do we optimize our apps on our mind, and how do we optimize the apps within our life
To better ourselves. Instead of just making
with
money.
and be one with the earth, so that it makes sense, and so that we're not just doing it thinking we know something.
Well, yeah. Wow. That's impactful because I feel like the whole way we approach like technology and everything is like it's supposed to make shit easier.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make shit better.
It doesn't. What it does is it dumbs you down enough to be complacent with life.
So you're okay with
So
it. It's
you're
like
okay
a
with
drug.
Yeah.
It's a sedative.
Instagram. It's an instant gram of cocaine to your brain.
Damn. Yeah. It really is like that though because they don't even show you your friends anymore. They just be showing you the latest meme or ad or whatever that they want to serve to you. Like, I want to see what my homies are up to.
Right.
I could give a shit.
It was really about that connection back in the day. You know,
Yeah. I remember when like Snapchat was big and you could.
It's still about connections. But it's different for different folks, but I'm just talking about like mainstream. Like for me, that's my life is about connections and living life to the fullest. So I'm not gonna act like that's in my perspective, but I'm just talking on them. You know, I don't know. Yeah.
Do you know Warren Buffett?
Mm-hmm.
You know the one quote, your network is your net worth?
I've heard that.
They say that. I met a guy yesterday. I was driving for Lyft. He needed a ride to work. So we took him all the way there. And he was so chill. He's into music and production and engineering, all of that. He said he could do a star headliner in here. That would be so clean. But yeah, we were just talking about like net worth and people in your life and grounding to nature, running copper from your bedroom out the window into the ground so you can be grounded at night.
I gotta get to that.
Right. Like I have grass in the whip, but it ain't even real grass for real. So
Take mushroom.
mushroom. Have you had those mushroom gummies?
I've had mushroom dissolved tablets.
Wow. So like you put it on your tongue and it fizzles out and you. How was that? Yeah. Wow. I have a plug. She has albino penis envy for like $250 a zip, which I think is they're worth it.
I don't trust things with penises a lot.
No diddy. That's valid. Nah, it's I don't know why they call it penis envy, but I mean they look like little dicks, I guess. The mushrooms. Everything is kind of a little dick in a way. No diddy.
When you say everything,
When I say everything, I mean everything.
this finger right here can be seen like a little dick, but
I'm telling you,
at the end of the day,
it's a finger.
It's not a
dick.
finger. So
That's true. But that's the thing about stuff is like if you're open to a certain interpretation, you can make that interpretation your reality.
let's talk about it.
I think people really like making things exist in a way that makes them comfortable rather than in a way that makes sense. Thoughts?
Makes it comfortable, but doesn't make sense. That's 100% true for a lot of people. And you know why that's not healthy? Because number one, you're not taking care of yourself at the end of the day, and you're giving your willpower up to something that's not having your higher needs in place for it. Whatever you want to call it, you don't gotta call it the devil, but it's something it's a spirit that's telling you to do something that's not into your best nature. Whatever's telling you to not do something that's not in your best nature, it has to be that, otherwise to the creator. So if you want to stay in line with the creator, then keep your thoughts in a sound space. As a man thinketh, he shall be.
As a man thinketh, he shall be.
See?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's like,
to what extent do you think we control our thoughts? To what extent do you feel like we have power over the things that we think about? Like that first thought.
You don't have power over the things the thoughts that come to your mind. You have power of the reactions to the thoughts that come to your mind. The universe is sending thoughts through your mind.
Signals.
If you're open to those signals.
Yeah.
And once you're open to the signals, then you're getting those transmissions. You have to be able to then discern that information. So how you going to discern that information if you, like we said before, your mind's not correctly in line? And you just going to think another thought right away, and you're not going to be able to capture when it's a different entity
throwing that in
there.
Yeah.
So, and if you don't look for the knowledge to get that those things exist, then you won't even understand what's going on. And some people go crazy with that, because some people had that power back in past lives, maybe, or something crazy, and they didn't. And now they having them same powers, and they don't know what's going on, and nobody's gonna help them, so they just gonna go through a loop of like just getting mad, weird thoughts, and they might be saying some genius shit sometimes, but they just be whacked out.
I think it's weird that as a culture we don't have the tools in place to not, I don't want to use the word diagnose because it has a connotation, but I don't like that we don't have the tools in order to understand properly those things which occur in our bodies, our minds, our flesh, and to an extent our soul. Like, the concept of a soul is kind of a heavy one. Some people, I read this study. A doctor in Japan claims that only 25%, 1 out of 5 people, have a soul. That of those people who have had near-death experiences, 1/5 report having a flashback of their life.
Who got the soul? Who don't got the soul?
That's not what I want to know. That's not what I want to know. I want to know, what benefit does the soul bring to the table? Because
Let's talk about it.
If you're at an event and you got 10 people there, you got to say 2 of them have a soul. What are those 2 people doing? That's because I'm saying a soul, if you got it, is a gift.
Let's look at soul music.
Soul music. Wow.
Where did it begin?
Wow.
Who's really running soul music?
You know where every good genre began? With the heart, with the people.
With the people. With the original.
With the original people.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the concept? And I don't want to get too out there. I mean, this bootleg everything. We might as well. You ever heard of Nibiru?
Oh yeah, I've heard of Nibiru. Yeah.
Would you rather be a citizen of Earth or a citizen of Nibiru?
I'm knighted.
You don't want to be.
I'm knighted.
You don't want to be a citizen. You just want to be you.
They call me Sir Zorro.
Sir Zorro.
Sir Zorro.
Meaning?
Knighted. Fuck that. I don't want to be a civilian nowhere. I'm gonna be royalty. I'm royalty.
Sovereign.
I'm sovereign.
Sovereign royalty.
Yeah. On Nibiru too.
I'm trying to get a spaceship. I'll be calling this my coupe. not my coupe anymore, but you know what I mean, my spaceship. Hence the Spacecast. But
Yeah.
what do you think about the diamond industry?
The diamond industry?
Like the beers and like engagement rings, natural versus lab.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think about that type of stuff.
Okay,
Yeah. I don't know.
that's valid. I bring it up because it's like an example of like a thing that is not really worth anything, but we give it worth. The thought started because of gold. Gold. I need gold. Money.
What do you think about money not being backed by anything? It used to be backed by gold, now it's not backed by anything.
Yeah, I don't think money is real, bro.
It's not real. It's a mechanism to control the minds of humans, to make them chase something outside of themselves. Let me speak into the mic, stop looking this way, so y'all can hear me. It's a mechanism. It's definitely a mechanism to control the minds of humans. It's definitely not of the best interest of humanity, but it is for those who create the money, because they just making money off nothing.
They benefit from the system of monetary capitalism because they have invested interest in that. But so many of us, we only use money to survive as a tool in order to gain the provisions necessary to survive: housing, security, food, medicine, shelter. But part of Bootleg Everything, the concept has always been to free us of that systematic trap. By bootleg, I mean to create yourself.
Right.
By everything, I mean everything. So if you follow that train of thinking, by creating your own shelter, your own pharmacy, that could be a garden, you know, you start liberating yourself from that system that is really just a system of manipulation to steal away our attention and our energy. You know what loosh is?
Say it again.
Loosh?
Spell it out.
Loosh.
No, what is it like?
Loosh it's a concept of emotional energy. And they say that some entity in our field of perception is manipulating humanity in order to create this loosh product. It basically gives life to other things by taking life from something. So I have an episode where like I say that the moon is hollow, and inside of the moon is like a spaceship, and inside of the spaceship is an alien race, and that alien race is kind of pulling the strings and making us do and say and act the way we act so that they can benefit from our negative emotional energies. That's the concept.
How would they benefit?
How would they benefit?
Like the energy transfer, if something happened, if something like people die.
Yeah, like when people are angry or in a very heightened emotional state, they give off these vibrations that they can harvest and turn into some sort of useful product. And that's the concept of loosh farming on Earth. Yeah, I don't know. I just throw things out there that I heard about, but real shit. What do you think about slavery?
Wait, let's I want to ponder on loosh. I didn't.
Yeah, please.
Cause what culture was that? That's what I meant to ask you.
Wow, I got it off of Reddit. So it was probably a high consciousness, conspiracy, or alien subreddit. So the group, if I could like ascertain a profile of the group, is kind of like people from Western society who are trying to interpret the like the mechanisms out there that are like, why is it the way it is? Let me see if I find something, a reference for it. You never heard of loosh? It's one of my top 5 conspiracy theories.
may I ask, how long have you been into conspiracy theories?
That's fascinating. I struggle to trace it back to my first conspiracy theory. Like, what's the first conspiracy theory someone grabs onto? Because I was never like, I never seen an alien. You know what? My fascination exists because there are real conspiracies that have been declassified by our federal government. MK Ultra putting LSD into civilians to test the reaction, or the use of specialized drugs as a sort of truth serum, if you will. Shit like that. And then during like the Cold War, we had a lot of really sketchy things happening, like down to the Tuskegee airmen experiments and shit like that. Like, it's just always been the true narrative, the narrative that we're like taught in school, and then there's the truth way down underneath, and there's all these layers of like stories and shit that you have to dig through and decipher in order to start understanding reality.
Why do you think that is?
I think that we make it so that you don't have a clear understanding, so that you can't get a clear grounding. Not we, as in you and me, but humans. Like, we unnecessarily complicate things so that we can make sense of it in a way that makes us feel comfortable, like I said, but not in a way that really changes too much. Like,
I feel like the universe just sets it up so that everybody has a different like key to unlock for themselves to become just themselves. Because it's like, with that type of pressure, with what we talking about, it makes it to where a person has to choose, well, what are you gonna do in this situation? Does that make sense? Did I just say something that made sense?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think for like the past 4 minutes, I've been totally lost. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm gonna give you two options. I could read this thing about Loosh, or I could circle it back to the real premise. What do you think we should do?
Circle it back to the real premise, yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah, we're gonna switch it up, yeah.
It's just about love, you know. Like, it gets so complicated when you start adding these topics and subjects.
That's what we talking about, though. So like, let's talk about Atlantis. What was Atlantis like?
You know, we had a experience recently, my girlfriend and I, where we were in Asheville and we walked into like this like spiritual shop. They had a psychic in there, and I don't know why I instantly gravitated towards him. I said, "Yo, you are a presence. Like, can I speak to you?" And likewise, he said to us, "Yo, y'all are. There's something there. Like, come talk to me." So we went and had like a little session with the psychic, and he said that we were something of a businessman type thing in Atlantis, like in a past life, way long ago, like a merchant trader or something like that. Have you ever heard of the Eye of the Sahara?
What's up?
Yeah, West Africa. I forget the real name of it. It's this geological feature with like sequential rings in the desert, and they say that might have been a potential location of Atlantis, because the Sahara Desert was engulfed in water a couple thousand years ago. So it's not outside of the realm of possibility that the Earth shifted and the poles shifted and the magnetic field shifted. But what is dry now was not always dry, and what is known now was not always known, or what was known then is not always known now. So that's what I think about Atlantis. Atlantis was the predecessor to our current civilization, which I think the age we're in now as a people has lasted about 12,000 years, some change. Because
were they more advanced, you think, or were they less advanced, like technology?
It depends, because like technology is like, did they have Fortnite? Probably not. But did they have something equivalent? Probably. I would say that on a...
Everything I've heard about Atlantis is that they had spiritual, like they had technology that was spiritually connected to like themselves. Like they were able to, and I've heard like they've had superpowers. Like they really
like heightened abilities,
yeah,
kind of
heightened abilities type things. Because that's what they was for. Like they was like really in touch with,
in tune.
Yeah. They wasn't divided. Like right now, that's what we really talking about with love. Like what's love? Like division can't be love. So we know that having borders and having countries and everything is the product of people who wanted to divide and conquer.
Yeah.
We know Atlantis was a worldwide, one world, one nation thing. Yeah. So, and then when we think about what is that mindset like, it's like,
how do we get back there? Because I was in church yesterday.
You just pick the words out of my mouth. How do we get back there? Obviously, there's people right now who wouldn't benefit from it being that like that in that way. Being that way, we know that. Do people even really care about that? Because most people's minds is on when they gonna pay the next bill. To be honest, that's what we're not talking about. Everybody's mind is on that. So it's not even about trying to get people to realize that this is what. No, I don't care about what other people is thinking about. But what I'm gonna do is, number one, tell myself, let me look in the mirror, make sure that I'm cleaning my act up.
Yeah.
Make sure that I'm doing right for myself.
I have
but like I was talking about the borders and like the countries, I wanted to add this point to it. You know, I just want to make sure I want to say this. It's like when we was talking about money, you always need something to get paid for. You like that's always going. You always need money. Like some people say, we just need to have what they call that. What is that, like communism or something stupid?
Like socialism type shit. Where everyone's like given the same provisions.
Oh right. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
That's
kind of whack.
Yeah.
You need.
That's a no.
What you're saying is you need some sort of like
You need a structure that. You need a structure that first of all has the mother as the head. Because the mother has the capability to tap into things that men don't have the capability to tap into.
Tell me about it, bro. The women in my life are psychic.
For real.
My mother
got the superpowers off rip just because they're women.
My mother predicted like 2 births. She's like, "Hey, are you pregnant?" My father's wife, called her up. "Are you pregnant?" How did you know that? I had a dream. Type shit.
Right. That just happened to me too with my mother. She had a dream about something, and it was like, that was on point. And it's a spirit. It's like you got to realize that we're connected. We're connected to the same ancestors. We're connected to the same spirits, and they're trying to convey messages to everybody. So they helping the universe speak through you, because they trying to get a job done too. Like we all in this together. We be forgetting that we all in this together. We all trying to evolve. We all trying to at every level of spirit, something's evolving and something's going on. That's the number one law of nature is energy doesn't die, it transforms. And so in transformation, you catch your transformations and you share them. Because if you hold them in, you become selfish, you become angry, and you become envious. But and that's what like ghosts become when they start to get stuck in their own head. You know what I'm saying? You get stuck in your own head and you die, and now you just like
this malicious entity.
You just like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You didn't flow with it. So you just like, I'm mad, motherfucker.
I be trying to be like water.
Yeah. Just gotta flow.
Just gotta flow.
Toast to that.
That's real. I have this company. I have a company called Bootleg Company, and it's chartered as an LLC, a religious organization, and we're trying to do a couple things. But the main goal I had originally envisioned was to put a temple together. I wanted to, for good or bad, I want to put a temple on the moon, dedicated to all of humanity and our progress throughout time. Kind of like a time capsule in a way, like a little marker to signify the point in history where we had the capacity to, and we chose to execute on the articulation of a sentiment that meant we are here together, standing together, working together for the betterment of all. That's what I want it to be like. Now I'm so far away from that goal. So like saying that out loud and like thinking about the steps I've taken to accomplish that. I just wonder. I wonder if like our mission here is to have ambition, or if it's to just exist. I don't know. You know, it's been 7 days I ain't smoked weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was kind of messing with my brain a little bit in a way. Like, because for a lot of years, I've been pretty steadily on cannabis. And it's kind of not rewired my structure of thinking, but like, it's kind of like the cornerstone of my thinking. Like, just being in that mindset of symbiosis. When I'm inebriated, I'm like very much vibing. But when I'm sober, I'm back into my individual. So it's harder sometimes to articulate sentiments that I have in my head. But it's interesting at the same time too, because I'm more like aware of things. Like I'm more aware of my environment than when I'm, say, off the weed.
You wanna know how to merge it?
Talk to me.
You gotta awaken your imagination. And you have to be able to focus on what you want to focus on at the time, the place, wherever you at, however you feel. You gotta have markers. This is what I'm talking about, the apps that we was talking about. You gotta create an app. Create an app and say, you delete this when this pop up. Timer hold. Yank them out. And then pull something back in. You gotta do these exercises with yourself. Work on yourself to be like, I'm not satisfied with what's given. I'm gonna strive to think better, to be better, to do better.
It's so real. It's about that. It's about that exercising your discipline in the way you act and think. For sure. Can I tell you about the app I've been thinking about making?
Yeah.
So Monetary. It's a money app. I want to call it Stacks, Racks, and Bands. And at its heart, the first little nugget of idea that I had was I just wanted to see my net worth in cash. So you go on your app, you go on the Stacks app, and you link your bank account, you link your Cash App, you link your PayPal, and it shows you all of those different accounts, your net worth, the total number, and then it shows you a visualization of the cash value that represents. So say you have 5 bands, it'll show you a stack worth 5 bands. Say you have 100 million, show you a big ass stack of cash worth 100 million. Say you got $30, show you a 10, 2 5s, couple 1s. You feel me? And that's where it started. So I want to visualize your assets in a more understandable way, like a more tangible way, just through that little rendering. But past that, I want to also make it sort of about spiritual capitalism, where the money you spend isn't just spent, it's invested into your community, into other people, into the resources and provisions that will return that investment into tangible growth and wealth and happiness. So, I was thinking like, I just spent money at Irie Nation. So you swipe your card, the thing shows up on the app, and it tells you, all right, X amount of those dollars went to tax, X amount of those dollars went to that owner, X amount of those dollars went back to the community. And it just sort of tracks your footprint, your economic footprint, if you will.
We in the dark, y'all. 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 We in the dark.
I think that's the 2-minute warning.
Oh, so they're not gonna come back on?
No, I could cut the truck back. Babe, could you get the umbrella?
We'll be back.
Yeah, we will be back. We will be back. Back in business. Yo, this is the Bootleg Everything Spacecast. You're on with Kawasi B and
Zaire.
Yeah, man, we were just talking about a lot of different things, but I don't know, to like circle it back to the main premise. We're humans. We are human, which you can interpret a lot of different ways, but we give off color. Color is at its core a vibration. It's a light frequency, which is what everything is, man. Everything is in motion all the time. We live in a 4-dimensional reality of time, space, and the different things therein. But we just vibing, really talking.
Just vibing, man.
Yeah.
Just vibing. Having a good time. But about the lights, like you said, like everything is reflected in that. Like the phones, like they use the dark mirror, like the dark. It's like just a mirror of the universe, really. Just like the lights in the sky, the night sky, the lights on the phone, and like when you think about it, it's like, do we need that buffer? Is it better to have that buffer in between our source, or what would our ancients consider to be the God? Because it gave us our energy, and because it gave us our energy, we harnessed it, and we even have technology today where we can harness it at an even higher level, probably. Maybe even if we put our minds to it.
The thing that's in my head right now is you can never go too far that you cannot come back home again. So even if we're like in a really different wavelength than we naturally resonate at, even if we don't use our tools in the most beneficial ways, it's only just a matter of taking the path back to that middle line, Right. I don't really believe necessarily in good or bad. I think that things have impacts and there's consequences, and those things can be interpreted different ways. But there's a path. There's this really like not even thin. It's pretty broad. There's a broad path that people can follow that is just generally acceptable. And I think that a lot of what we do is unfortunately outside of that parameter. We do so much malicious, not even malicious, we unintentionally bad things, and bad being relative, but to us, to our health, to our communities, to our culture, how often are the things we're doing really for gain, not for gain, but for growth? How often do the things we do manifest as something growing in its life, in its life energy? I think that God if it's anything, it's like that source of everything, that like singular point that represents the entire thing. And tapping into that, super easy. Ignoring it, super easy. So it's like finding that balance where you both love and provide for yourself, but also are open to loving and providing for the other.
Support.
What do you think about us and them?
F them, it's only us.
That's good. That's a good sentiment. It's only us. We need to start taking more accountability.
Definitely. When you look at a pyramid, it all starts at the bottom. We are what hold up the system.
Yeah.
Without support, they can't do nothing. But without support means you take full accountability and you go for full sovereignty. You go for full just. They call you a savage.
All these law enforcement officers present reminds me of how far we are from freedom.
Well, the history is we're actually at war. Those people whose land this is, you're still at war with these folks who got people getting. It's a war that transferred from being a physically fought war to now on paper war, a spiritual a silent war, a spiritual. They literally bind people to a system with contracts that you sign with them, and they indebt you. Now you in debt to them. Basically, you got to work your way up in their system that they created for you to work in. We are way up in their system, as if you're doing something, as if it's this is positive. I'm upgrading.
I'm doing this for you. I'm teaching you. I'm giving you an opportunity.
As if when you came in this world, before your mother beat you to death and you got scared of life and you got scared to chase your dreams and your mother yelled at you. Let's be honest. Before all these things happened, you was able to think and imagine the greatest part of your life. And then when you let somebody kill your dreams and kill your thoughts, you then had to face that. What was the basis of what I was talking about? The basis was, damn, I lost it. I lost the thought.
I took a sip and I lost it too.
Lost the thought. I should have been. I was weaving. I was flowing.
No, but that's good. That's good. Hey man, I know that somebody who's listening was like, they caught it.
Yeah.
And they inspired
they know where I was
them.
going with it.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's really it though. And that's something I wanted to touch on earlier. We are a race with amnesia. We are a species with amnesia. Every generation has amnesia.
It's being induced on people today too, with the social media, with the TVs,
with that quick
hit.
Yeah.
With that Uber Eats, all that little quirks that we don't think affect our minds. We used to have to go and get our food.
It's so easy to satiate your appetite now.
Your mind used to use a lot of different parts of your mind. Sooner, I had watched this movie that got me so shook, son. I said, if the world gets to this, and I get reincarnated in this bitch, this would be. It was a bunch. So look, you could have a TV in your room. We could have 100 motherfucking TVs in your room, and you like just sit on the couch, and like they got pizza getting thrown, like just like getting like tossed to you, all type of stuff. And so basically everybody's fat. Nobody's doing work. There's trash everywhere. And I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, we could be headed there, like in the next, if we 500 years, like I can see motherfuckers going that low. If the work, because motherfuckers get greedier and greedier, and the more greedier people get, it can either go the highest way where everybody gets super fat or everybody dies. Like because that's how these motherfuckers get. They turn the fire up on motherfuckers. You see it happening. Like they do the inflation, and they do all this other stuff. They just play games.
What I really want to do, I got into it a little bit in college. I studied like the business of motion pictures and stuff. I always wanted to make a program where people, like Star Trek almost, but less sci-fi, like more just regular. Like if Black Mirror wasn't so negative, like I want to see the future. I want to see the future, but none of that is gonna be weird. It's gonna be bad shit. I want to see it good,
right?
Bro.
Exactly.
Where is that at?
It's always like war.
Yeah.
It's always like
conflict,
aliens, AI, negativity. Like this is like how would the world look like? I had this imagination of a world like this. I feel like this is kind of like what Atlantis would be like. Let's get back to Atlantis.
Yes.
No internet, but we use robots for everything. Robots, we maximize robots and our spiritual technology and like what we do with ourselves to make ourselves feel happier, to feel more loving, to come together in more loving communities and make that the basis of what we do. We can create a society where everything, all our necessities are taken care of while we are thriving.
Producing great things.
Producing great art, exactly.
Living life and experiencing things and learning and growing.
At oneness with the universe.
At one with the universe.
With the chaos.
With the chaos. With the collective chaos. Is that what love is?
That's what love is. That's what ultimate love is.
Wow. Being one with the collective chaos of this universe. Just accepting it for what it is. Not judging it. Not feeling offended by it. But embracing your space in this place. And
not let your human mind get in the way, because that can happen.
Yo, that's real, because we are literally just meat.
Right.
We're meat. And our meat is cool because it has electricity in it and it vibrates and it thinks and it does all these things and it connects outside of ourselves. But sometimes the hardware that you're using isn't up to specification for the project that you're on.
True talk.
And that's when you have to lean outside of yourself. Do not rely on your own understanding, but accept that something else may be out there to help.
And ask why.
Ask why often.
Yeah. Why? Why do I accept this belief? Why do I still believe this about myself? Why do I still? Does it make me feel better? It doesn't. But like why? Like why do I still accept it? Why do I love this person? Why do I say I love this person? Why do I say I love myself when I don't treat myself like that? Like why do I do these things? Because when I know why, I can get to the root of it. And when I can get to the root of it, I can then solve the problem. And once I can solve the problem, everybody's happy.
It's about the smiles you leave along the way. Can't take nothing with you. And all you leave is a name. But it's not always
smiles. It's not always smiles. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets hard. It gets gritty. You gotta toughen it out. You gotta be like, okay, I learned. I'm transforming. Transforming hurts sometimes. It's like having a baby.
Yeah.
When it really happens to you, and you really get hit with, this is really who you are, and this is what you need to do. It's like you gonna have this baby, or you just gonna have the baby. You gotta have the baby. So it's about how you deal with it. At the end of the day, are you gonna?
Are you gonna?
I'm not even. It's not even about how deep I go, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know.
That's kind of, to me, are you gonna give life, and not in a literal way, or take life? Like, are you gonna empower a creature to exist in its fullness, or are you gonna limit it and curtail its ability? Damn, it is so beautiful to be able to be a conscious being, but it is very hard. It is very hard to exist and not feel miserable, because
you almost feel like that dude in the Matrix who ate the steak.
Ate the snake?
The steak.
The steak.
Remember he had the I think his name was Jackson or Jason. What was his name? He the bald guy. And what happened was he took you had to take the blue pill, I think it was, to get out the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
And he took the red pill to go back in, and he was making deals with motherfuckers in the Matrix to F over he was making deals with the agents. But basically that's talking about, like, I feel like when your mind goes back to places of like back to the human mind, where it's like yourself that's elevated, that's more on top of the situation, has its viewpoint, and your other mind starts to conspire with these thoughts. And once it's conspiring with these thoughts, is then telling you can't do this, you can't do that, and so it's gonna kill your dream or kill your intuition. And at that point you gotta question: am I at oneness with the universe, or am I at the helm of a man or a situation?
Worse. Letting a situation dictate you. That's not it.
That happens.
It do. I really feel like I want to just keep being here for it.
Yeah. Yep. Just let it flow.
Let it flow.
You know what I'm saying?
You know? And let it go.
Let it go. Let it blow. Let it snow.
Yeah, man. I invite you, if you'd like to partake in some herbs, if you'd like. Yeah, my love. Can I get the grinder and the bowl?
Let's do it.
Yeah, man.
9:13. It's a very special time. 9:13.
Cheers. With the lucky cat. Thank you.
Selling every day like it's a birthday. Every day like it's a birthday, you heard? We gotta live life like that, y'all. We gotta celebrate every day like it's our birthday. I'm telling you. That's the new wave. I'm on it. Every day is my birthday. Fuck it. I'm turned up, y'all. Don't listen to me.
When did you move out here?
1 year ago.
Really? How you like it?
I love Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I've been here 18 years. 18 years and 10 days.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
What part of Charlotte?
University. This is my neighborhood.
Dope. Well, I heard it was like it wasn't always built up like this.
Oh, there's a lot of development now. Like, I know back in the day there was still shit. Like, I moved here in 06. We had, my neighborhood was brand new. Ain't no more houses but mine. And now it's full packed up. They done built apartments across the street. Everything that used to be trees is now fucking buildings. Yeah. She's been coming for like 4 years, and it's been growing up every day. But I like it. I mean, I'm glad that people are coming to the city. I'm grateful for how many of them appreciate the city. And I think that there's still a lot of growing left to be done. I just hope that we go in the right direction.
I feel that.
What do you want to do when you, can do it?
But what I'm doing is I'm creating a lot of good music,
Mhm.
a lot of music that's moving. Some revolutionary music too. Ooh, be careful. Don't get on my bad side.
I love that. I love it when people make things, stand up and use their platform to do the things that need to get done.
Yeah. I never used one of these. How do I hit this?
All right, so I'm gonna hand you a lighter. You're gonna light the green part, and then you're gonna pull the little stick to the side. You're gonna twist it a little bit.
I'm lighting the top.
Yeah.
Right. I'm doing
Yeah. And then when you're done and it's like all smoky on the inside, you twist the bowl off and pull.
this. Gotcha.
Okay.
I got a lighter.
Oh, cool. Here.
Hey, y'all, let's do it. Cheers.
Salud. You ever seen frankincense and myrrh? Frankincense and myrrh.
I know what it is, but
You ever
I've
seen
never
it?
had it. I've never seen it.
Hey, look. Here. I got a little baggie my friend gave me. I don't know what it's for.
How old are you?
I'm 25 years old.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yep. 18 years. 18 years. I know the baby wasn't here.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a great. Yeah, it's Kanye's.
Oh.
You don't remember that song?
She got you for 18 years.
Yeah.
18th birthday found out I was here.
There we go.
Yeah. So this is frankincense and myrrh.
Does it have a smell?
It might. What does it smell like?
It doesn't really have a smell.
Kind of like earthy.
Nah, not really. I don't smell that. At first, it was kind of like sharp smell. But like something hit my nose, but like I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell what kind of smell it is.
Can't put a pin on it.
Yeah, it's weird. Something hit my nose.
Yeah, I see that. It smells like an old person. It smells like an old person house. Here. That's crazy. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen or done? Thought about, experienced?
Travel the world. So, pyramids.
What?
Sphinx.
What? How tall are they?
Mexico pyramids.
Really?
Yeah.
Pyramids on more than one continent?
Yeah.
That goes crazy.
Colombia, Brazil,
Really?
Panama,
Wow.
Jamaica, yeah.
What?
England, yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Travel a lot.
Yeah,
Love
bro.
to
So we got to get our passports stamped together.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I keep my shit on me actually. Let me see. She got her card. Oh, you got your passport too? All right, where we going, y'all?
We out.
We just went to Colombia last in 2022.
Yeah, I love Colombia. Yo, we went ziplining in Colombia.
Really?
And then walked through the rainforest.
Yeah.
To what they call that? A rainfall. I mean, a waterfall.
Waterfall.
And like crawled on it.
Y'all showered in the waterfall and shit?
Oh, nah, it was too strong for that. It was like one of the strongest.
Real ones.
It was like really bad.
That's awesome.
Like we had to just crawl on the rock. Be careful. Like,
Yeah.
fall. Yeah.
That's awesome. How have you been so fortunate to travel?
My mother,
Yeah.
greatest mother alive. She's a teacher, and like when she was teaching, now she does like higher up stuff in education.
Yeah.
But just any break, we were traveling.
Nice.
Yeah, always traveling. Always traveling.
Respect that. That's it.
I also lived in Abu Dhabi for a year.
Abu Dhabi. Where's
That was
Abu
in first
Dhabi?
grade. Near Dubai.
Ah.
Lived there for a year, first grade.
United Arab Emirates?
Yeah.
Nice.
UAE.
Yeah. What's that really rich country? Is it Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Saudi prince has like Saudi Aramco, right? And it's like a $3 trillion oil company.
You talking about the prince?
Yeah.
I went to school with the sheikh's granddaughter.
Oh my goodness. What's her Instagram?
That was in first grade. I didn't keep track of that.
Yo, that's really cool. Just imagine you're like just learning your times tables, and next to you is royalty. Shit, inside of you is royalty. Fuck it. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Damn, man. Well, all right. We've been running this for a little while, so I won't keep you too much longer. But I just want to say that I really, really, really appreciate your time, the conversations, the exchange of energy. If you hit me up for anything, bro, I'll be here.
Nice meeting you, brother.
Too, bro.
All right, we out.
Thank you so much.